Welcome back to the show, everyone. I'm really excited for this deep dive because we're going to be talking about AI writing tools.
Oh, yeah.
And I think this is a really fascinating topic.
Absolutely.
We've seen AI kind of exploding onto the scene in various ways over the past couple of years. And you shared this really cool article with me titled Free AI Writing Generator. No sign up and rewrite AI free. And honestly, it really got me thinking about how these tools are changing the way we create content in ways we probably haven't even thought of yet.
You know, what really struck me when I was reading that article was just how accessible these AI tools are becoming. And I mean, it's not just for like big companies or tech-savvy people anymore. It's like anybody with an internet connection can access these really powerful tools. And a lot of times you don't even need to create an account.
It's amazing. Like you could be a freelancer working from home, you've got a million deadlines, and suddenly you get this email from a client with a bunch of revisions.
Yeah.
And in the past, that might have taken you like an hour or more to craft like a really careful response.
Yeah.
But with AI, you can draft a professional and comprehensive reply in minutes.
Absolutely. I think that time-saving aspect is one of the things that's really appealing to people.
Right.
But what's truly revolutionary is how AI is going beyond just like basic text generation, you know?
Yeah.
It can do things like summarize complex documents, generate different kinds of creative content. It can even take like really robotic-sounding text and make it sound more human.
Yeah.
It's like having an entire team of writers at your fingertips, you know?
Okay, so AI can help us write faster, but like, how does it actually work? It feels a little like magic sometimes.
It does feel like magic, but it's not magic. It's really this incredible technology called natural language processing, NLP for short.
Okay.
And what it does is it allows AI to understand
Wow.
all the nuances of human language. So, grammar and syntax, but also like the subtle shades of meaning and intent.
So it's like AI is actually reading our text and understanding it, not just like randomly spitting out words.
Yeah.
Hey.
It is really reading it and understanding it.
Wow.
And that means that it can analyze your writing style, identify areas for improvement,
Right.
and it can suggest changes while still keeping like your core message intact. Take, for example, ChatGPT Rewriter by Tipley. It can actually rewrite your content, change the tone,
Wow.
make it more concise,
Yeah.
and it'll do all of that
Interesting.
while making sure that the meaning of what you wrote stays the same.
That's incredible. It sounds like this could really change the game for anyone who creates content.
I agree.
Not just professional writers.
Absolutely.
I mean, think about students doing research, marketers working on ad copy, even podcasters like us getting ready for a recording.
Yeah.
It seems like there are so many potential uses for these tools.
I think so.
And what's really exciting is that there are so many free AI writing tools available now.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of them don't even require you to sign up. You can just jump in and start using them.
Yep.
The article you shared actually mentioned Ahrefs AI Content Helper. And I thought that was a really good example. You can create and edit all kinds of content with it.
Yeah, blog posts, articles, all that long form content, it can make it so much easier.
I even saw they have an acronym generator.
Yeah, I know.
So it's like there's an AI tool for every possible writing need.
I think you're right. I mean, with hundreds of tools out there, you can probably find one that's tailored to you. Like, if Ahrefs is good for long form content,
Right.
the acronym generator might be perfect for coming up with catchy titles or social media posts.
Exactly. Okay, so we've talked about how AI is really shaking things up in the writing world. But I think it's time to talk about a very specific challenge that I think a lot of people face, and that's email. We've all been there, staring at a blank screen, trying to figure out the right words to use, especially if it's like a delicate situation or something really professional.
Yeah.
So how can AI help us navigate those tricky situations?
Well, the article that you shared actually addresses that exact problem.
Right.
It highlights AI Email Writer as a really great tool, and it's free, it's user-friendly,
Right.
and it uses AI to make writing emails so much easier.
One thing I found really interesting about AI Email Writer is that it offers all these different AI models to choose from.
Yeah.
And they're each like tailored for a different purpose. So you have like Cheetahs for when you need to write something really quickly.
Oh, interesting.
Butterfly, if you want to add a little creative flair.
Okay.
And then there's Liger, which I guess is supposed to be more adaptable, so it can handle different tones and styles.
It's really interesting how they're doing that, right? I mean, it shows how AI is getting better at understanding all those nuances of human communication. It's not just about, making sure your sentences are grammatically correct.
Right.
It's about capturing the right tone, conveying the intent, and even, understanding the art of persuasion.
It's almost like you're giving the AI a personality to work with.
Exactly.
Which could be really helpful depending on what you're writing.
Yeah, I think that the model you choose can really impact how your message comes across, right? Like, imagine using Cheetah to draft a business proposal or Butterfly to write a thank you note.
That makes sense.
Different tools for different situations.
So AI can help us write emails, articles. It can even come up with catchy acronyms.
Right.
But what about larger creative projects? Can it help with things like script writing?
Yeah.
Or even writing reviews?
Yeah, AI is actually making some pretty big strides in those areas as well. There are AI tools specifically designed for script writing now, and they offer all sorts of really cool features.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, like things to help you structure your story, automatically format your screenplay,
Okay.
and even brainstorm ideas for dialogue or scenes.
So even someone who's like a really experienced screenwriter could benefit from using AI.
I think so. I used to think these tools were mostly for beginners.
Right.
But even seasoned professionals are starting to incorporate AI into their workflows.
Interesting.
Imagine being able to use AI to help you break down your script into scenes or develop dialogue or even explore alternative endings.
I mean, that would be really cool.
Yeah, it would be a huge help.
The article mentioned something called AI Write Script.
Oh, yeah, that's a really interesting feature.
It sounds like you can use that to experiment with different styles and tones.
Exactly. It's like having a brainstorming partner who can instantly generate all these different interpretations of a scene or a character interaction.
Yeah.
It can really help you unlock creative possibilities that you might not have thought of on your own.
I even read that some AI script writing tools can help you overcome writer's block.
Have you? Really? Yeah, it's true. Some of these tools can actually offer prompts, character suggestions, even plot ideas to help you get your creative juices flowing.
That's amazing.
Of course, it's still up to the human writer to shape those elements into an actual story.
Speaking of stories, what about reviews?
Oh yeah, reviews.
It seems like AI could be helpful for that too, especially if you're someone who's new to writing them.
Absolutely. AI can help you organize your thoughts and create a really well-structured review.
Okay.
A lot of AI-powered review writing tools actually offer templates to help you get started.
Cool.
They can also suggest tone and style adjustments to make sure that your voice stays consistent across all your different pieces.
That's really important, that consistency.
It is.
Especially if you're trying to build a platform.
It's all about cultivating that recognizable voice and style.
Right.
And AI can be a really valuable tool in helping you do that.
It seems like we're moving towards a future where AI is going to be able to help us with every aspect of the creative process.
That's a really fascinating observation. If you think about all these individual AI tools that we've talked about, and you zoom out to look at the bigger picture, it really does seem like we're creating a whole suite of AI-powered resources that can support writers from the very first idea all the way to the final polish.
It's incredible.
It is.
Okay, so we've talked about generating new content.
Right.
But what about revising and enhancing existing work?
Oh, yeah. That's a really important part of the writing process, too.
The article mentioned a tool called ChatGPT Rewriter by Tipley. Can you tell us more about that?
Oh, yeah. ChatGPT Rewriter is a really great example of how AI can help us make our writing better. It uses natural language processing.
Right, which we talked about earlier.
Exactly. So it can analyze your text, suggest different ways to say things, improve clarity, and even adjust the tone to better suit your audience.
So it's like a super-powered editor.
I like that, yeah.
But, does that mean that, AI is going to replace human editors?
I don't think so.
Okay.
AI can definitely make the editing process a lot easier and more efficient. But I think it's still really important to have a human eye review that final product. It's all about finding that balance between AI assistance and human judgment.
You mentioned that ChatGPT Rewriter can change the tone of writing.
Yeah.
Could you use it to make your content more engaging or even more persuasive?
Oh, absolutely. One of the really cool things about this tool is its ability to adapt your writing style to match your specific goals.
Interesting.
So you could use it to make a blog post sound more conversational, or make a marketing email more persuasive, or even a research paper more formal. The possibilities are really endless.
The article also mentioned that AI can help improve content uniqueness for SEO purposes.
Yes.
Can you explain how that works?
Sure. So, in today's digital world, there's so much content out there.
Yeah, it's overwhelming.
It really is.
You have to fight to stand out.
Exactly. You have to find a way to stand out from the crowd, and AI tools can help you do that. They can analyze your writing and suggest changes to make it more unique, which can potentially boost your search engine ranking and make it easier for people to find you.
That's a huge advantage.
It is. But I understand, some people are a little wary of using AI to manipulate SEO rankings.
I have to admit, it does feel a little artificial.
Yeah, and it brings up some really important ethical considerations.
Right.
It's important to use these tools responsibly and make sure you're still focused on creating high-quality original content.
So it's about finding that balance again?
It is. It's about using AI to enhance your writing, not to trick the system.
Okay, so let's say you've chosen an AI writing tool and you're ready to start using it.
Okay.
What are some best practices for using these tools effectively?
Well, one of the most important things is to really understand what the tool can and can't do. Each AI writing tool is going to have its own strengths and weaknesses.
Right.
So it's important to pick the right tool for the job and set realistic expectations. Don't expect the AI to write a masterpiece all on its own.
Right. It's a tool to help you, not to do the work for you.
Exactly. It's about seeing AI as a partner in the writing process.
Yeah.
Another important tip is to give the AI really clear instructions.
Okay.
The more specific you are about the tone, the style, the key points, even examples, the better the AI is going to be able to perform. It's like giving directions to someone who's really talented, but maybe a little bit literal-minded.
It's like giving them a map instead of just telling them the destination.
Exactly. And then once you've gotten the AI's output, don't be afraid to play around with it a little bit, refine it, make it your own.
So it's all about that balance again.
It is. Finding that sweet spot between AI assistance and human input.
I have to say, I'm starting to feel a lot more comfortable with this whole AI thing.
That's great.
Yeah.
I think the key is to approach these tools with an open mind and a little bit of healthy skepticism. Remember, AI is just a tool.
Right.
And like any tool, it can be used for good or bad. It's up to us to use it ethically and responsibly.
Okay, I'm sold on the idea, but I'm still a little nervous
I get it.
about letting the machine write for me.
Yeah.
What advice would you give to someone who's feeling hesitant?
I would say just start small. Maybe try using a free tool to rewrite a paragraph or two of something you've already written.
Okay.
Just to see how the AI interprets your writing, what kind of suggestions it makes.
Yeah.
You might be surprised at how helpful it can be.
Yeah, that's a great idea. Starting small is a good way to get comfortable with these tools.
Definitely. There's no need to jump in head first. You can just kind of test the waters a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just explore and figure out what works for you and how AI can fit into your process.
Exactly. And remember, these tools are constantly evolving.
Right.
So, what might seem like a limitation today could be gone tomorrow.
Totally.
It really is a fascinating time to be a writer.
It is. So, okay, we've covered a lot of ground today. Everything from like how AI writing actually works to the ethics of using it.
Yeah.
And the best ways to use these tools.
Right.
So what is like the biggest takeaway you want our listeners to remember from this whole conversation?
I think the most important thing to remember is that AI writing tools can be really powerful for anyone who creates content. Whether you're a professional writer or just someone who writes occasionally.
Right.
These tools can save you time. They can help you if you get stuck.
Yeah.
They can help you explore all sorts of creative ideas.
That's true.
And they can even help you become a better writer.
I totally agree. It's like having this secret weapon now, you know.
Well, it is.
But it's a secret weapon that's becoming more and more available to everyone.
And easier to use, too.
Exactly. So AI writing tools.
Yeah.
Super cool. Lots of potential benefits. But at the end of the day, it's really up to us, human writers, to use them responsibly and ethically.
Couldn't have said it better myself. It's a partnership between human creativity and artificial intelligence. And it's really exciting to think about what we can accomplish together.
That's the perfect way to wrap things up. So I hope you enjoyed this deep dive into the world of AI writing tools.
I did.
I hope you learned a lot, and maybe it even sparked some ideas for how you might want to use AI in your own writing.
Me too. I would encourage everyone to explore these tools, experiment a little, and discover how AI can enhance your own creative process.
Exactly. So dive in, have fun, and see what you can create.
Happy writing.